Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Come Play podcast. This is episode 51, and a special one, another special one, because Zach is going to take the reins this week for Zach's Thought of the Week. A Zach's Thought of the Week podcast.
As you know, we've all been quarantined, so I've had lots of time to think back some crazy shit.
I was going to say,
everybody knows what's going on. Stay the fuck home, wash your hands.
Obviously, I was going to say to anybody who may be affected, but everybody's affected at this point. But yeah, stay safe out there. This is a crazy time, something that we have not experienced in our lifetime. So it's been crazy.
Yep.
However, at the Come Play podcast, at the Come Play Network,
during our quarantine, we have decided to ponder these ridiculous questions.
Yeah, we're trying to stay positive, come out with new shit. Next week will be a thing as well. But
be back at it, talking about how sports is not here right now.
God, we have no fucking sports.
I know, like that's so. Like I obviously I was devastated. But then I realized, man, that's gonna be tough for the podcast. But so we're improvising anyway. Yeah. But we're gonna get right into this.
Get right
Zach's
into
thought
it.
of the week.
Yeah,
but the
first thought of the
podcast.
week. Zach's thought of the week, but an entire podcast of my thoughts of the week.
And by the way, we're fucking drinking, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be just laid back as hell and just random, and we're gonna get off topic so many times.
What are we drinking today, boys?
There's no topic. I'm drinking oxygen and nitrogen.
I'm trying to get through these White Claws.
It's fucking still left over from the summer.
No, not the summer, like the winter. I'm just trying to get rid of them. So
yeah.
Chug them down. There you go. That's alcohol.
What are you drinking, Brendy? Right.
Coca-Cola.
Good boy.
Right
I'm
on,
drinking,
brother.
Jim Beam whiskey on the rocks. So
I've got whiskey behind me if I need some.
I don't know why
you should have purchased a bottle of liquor last week. That was my bad.
And maybe some Windex behind you. I can't really tell.
That's for like cleaning like the stove and whatever, like the kitchen.
Anyway,
all right, cool. So now that we've analyzed Brendy's background, let's get right into.
I mean, we were talking about his trash can last week.
I have a scented candle lit right here, and it smells really good. So.
Oh, good for you,
man. What's that atom doing on the corner of your desk?
That what?
The atom, like protons and electrons.
Oh, just being there.
Just bumping into other atoms.
I thought you meant atom like ADAM. I was like, what?
Brendy, you should try and split them
in your apartment, dude.
You should try and split them. See what happens. Do a little experiment.
I'm not a god.
No, you're not God?
I'm not a god, no.
Man, you fucking act like one, though.
Because spiritually I am.
You narcissistic fuck.
Zach, I needed to
I'm on all levels except physical, a wolf.
Stop. No, we're not. No. I'm not.
All right, moving on.
If there's one world I'm not entering on this podcast, it's that one. No. Absolute zero.
Oh, just that one?
No, I have to be nice.
That's what does it for you?
I have to be nice. That's all I gotta say about that.
All right, let's get into the first question.
Yeah, let's go, Zach. Let's go.
Let's move. Let's transition into another lane of bullshitting. You know what? I'm gonna come out spicy.
All right.
You have to make out with another member of the Come Play Network. Who do you choose?
That's funny, actually. I like that.
Go ahead, Mr. Host.
Me, Mr. Host, or Zach, Mr. Host?
Actually, wait. Yeah, Zach's Mr. Host. You answer your own question first, Zach.
Yeah, this is a tough one, honestly. I mean, we got Bobby, who's a stunning gentleman with a nice Jack Black looking beard.
Oh my God.
We got Brendy, who's a comedian and doesn't know it.
All right, I'll take it.
All right.
I'm not okay.
He doesn't know it.
All right.
And we've got Tyler. That's it. Just kidding.
I had a bad feeling that was going to be the answer.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
What did you think it was going to be?
Oh, I thought I was going to get absolutely roasted.
Why?
Because I don't know. Just
no.
That's a roast without being a roast.
Well, see, Brendy, it would be the least awkward because it's not gay if you make out with your homies,
Yeah.
As long as you say no homo, though.
Yeah.
Right.
that's
No. I mean.
key.
Right. Yeah.
Key to
Exactly.
this.
Everybody knows the rules. Everybody knows the rules.
Then again, I mean, I don't have to like really see Bobby or Tyler. So I mean, if I just did it, then that would be. I mean, I feel like that might be the best scenario because then you don't have to, think about what happened whenever you see him.
So I, as I always do, I have to ask questions to,
Right, to
persuade
spice
me
it
one
up.
You
way
gotta weigh the odds,
Yeah, what kind of kiss are we talking about? Are we talking?
I
I mean,
mean,
it ain't a peck.
It's that. Well, the text of the question says make out.
Okay.
I mean,
but
look, you're already there.
Yes.
You might as well just send the tongue right down the
Yeah, you know what I
esophagus.
mean?
All right,
Okay.
just
Lips are already
fucking
touching.
go
you might
for
as well
it.
just send it, right?
Okay.
Look, you're already there. You know it's happening. You look at your homie and you go, "Look, man, I don't know how we got in this situation, but this is how it's
Look at
gonna
your
go
homie and
down."
say, hey, bro, you got that Rona?
if they're clean and you guys can reach from a 6 foot distance, so you have the tongue of Gene Simmons, I think you guys are good to go. But if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. Do it at your own risk.
I think.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with God. It is a tough choice. You guys are all so attractive. I mean, it's just really hard to pick.
Zach's playing the neutral game harder than Tyler right now, and that's saying something. Do you hear this?
That's my job.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been stumped this hard. Why did I write this question?
And you started with this question
That's
too.
a good question.
You started with this question.
That is more out of the box, though. Like, I like that you started
Yeah,
out of the box.
it's
like
way
that.
out of left field.
I like how I wrote a question that I didn't know the answer to.
I figured that most thoughts of the week you kind of just feed off of what we say anyway. Like, not that you don't have your own opinion,
Well,
but
sometimes-
I don't think
yeah,
you know the
sometimes-
answer.
Right. Sometimes I like to hear what you guys say first,
Well,
and it can kind of change my opinion.
feel
But
like-
I'm going purely off of like what I got to work with here.
I mean, we've had discussions, and maybe this will come up on the show. But we had a discussion the other day that kind of triggered, like, oh, we're gonna use that for the thought of the week because it was about to get heated. But yeah, I feel that too. I think for me, so Zach, no offense to you, but it can't be you because your beard is homeless looking, and like there would be a lot of hair there, and I just
Dude, the last time you saw what my beard looked like was like on an Instagram picture like 6 months ago.
that's not true. We did a Discord call, and you were still looking homeless. Now
I wasn't looking homeless sometime in between those.
Yo, shout out to
6
all my
months,
homeless people out there who are
Yeah,
just
shout out to
getting
my homeless
fucking
people. Yeah.
slandered by our host here.
I'm sorry. I'm not using it as a slandering term. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, dude, are you homeless phobic?
Man.
I was about to use the word homophobic, but I realized that was already taken.
And I feel
Copyright.
like it can't be Zach, and then I feel like Brendy would also not be good because I just feel like this is gonna be such a shot. I just feel like
Go
you're
ahead.
not. I just look at you, and I'm just like, he's not a good kisser. Like he's just
Oh,
not
you
a
think
good
I'm not a
kisser.
good kisser?
He would hit his elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would hit his elbow.
Yeah. Y'all want to see it?
Wait, is it still? Is it
is it
still?
healed?
Let me say.
It's healing.
Yeah, let me say.
See?
It's
It's starting to scab up a little bit.
Oh,
I love how it's
God.
like almost a perfect circle too.
Yeah,
but
but
I
we're not
just-
gonna talk about that context. Just for the.
I just look at him and I just it's just not. But then I got Bobby and it's like so he's as Zach said to Brendy, it's like he's my homie, but like maybe I would want to do it with somebody who I don't like. I can't just see. Like he's 5 minutes from my house, you know what I mean?
Right, but there's no
Uh,
telling that you're not going to enjoy it, so.
But ultimately,
Yeah,
I'm
consider that too.
gonna go with Bobby. That's my answer.
All right, that's a score for me.
You've let me down.
I actually never
Get your
answered. I
tongue
think
game up, dog.
it's a tough choice. If I could, I'd split it up between all three of you evenly.
Mm.
But I think I'm going to go with Brendy on this one.
Mm.
Okay.
All right.
Brendy's like, okay.
All right.
I'm like, hell yes.
All right, Brendy, break this down for us. What are you thinking?
All right, so here's my thinking. Bobby over here has had the more recent kissing experience between you two. So Bobby has more of a kissing experience.
But listen,
right?
dude, me and Ty are hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
What? Oh, wait, Bobby, what are you confused about?
Just you worded that so weird.
Yeah, you did.
You have
did.
a girlfriend.
I know what you're getting at, but it's still weird. I don't know. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
It took me a second.
I don't understand. I don't understand the confusion.
That's fine. No, I was following
just because of the way you worded it.
He's just like, yeah, he had the most recent experience. I'm like, where the fuck was the telescope?
Yeah.
Were you outside my house?
No, well,
I mean, I assume like we got 2 singles and 2 couples in this chat.
That's
so
fair.
I mean,
well, I also don't currently live with my girlfriend, but anyway.
Well, I mean, you're still getting more action than those 2.
Yeah, I'm a little take it. I don't think you want no action.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bobby just strictly based on experience alone, like recent experience.
You're not gonna swanton bomb off the bed or anything.
I'm trying to kiss him, not screw him.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You only do that if you're trying to screw.
Yeah.
So I should get worried if you start jumping on the bed or at my house.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I can't. All right. So I have to break this down now. Let's see.
Oh wait, what's the score?
I got one, or I got 2.
Yeah, you got 2.
I got 2. Okay.
Come on, Bobby, the bearded gentleman of the group.
I don't know. This is this is tough. Let's break this down. Tyler's been, the homie, the brother for so goddamn long now. If there was anyone I could trust, if this were like some crazy night that me and him had together that we just wanted to forget about the next day, I could trust that he wouldn't tell a single fucking soul. Because we've already been through a lot together, so it's like
you got that right.
So that's a trust thing is big for me. So that's a good point for a tie. Brendy's the fucking duo. Man has carried me.
Break up the duo.
That man has carried me enough in video games. I feel like I owe him that service. So it's like so that there too. And Zach, oh my fucking god, Zach, the bearded man himself. Zach is a fucking party, dude. Yeah, like I pick any night with Zach. I feel like it is like I mean obviously we've only ever hung out over Xbox, Discord, whatever. But like I'm sure if you and me were to hang out and do something, it would just be a fucking riot. But so you'd be a lot of fun to make
I
out.
can't imagine you 2 lanky fucks just staying together. Like that just gives me.
Oh, I'm not lanky, bro. I'm beefy.
Man.
I'm a solid 220, man.
Oh my god. I don't know. I think I gotta go with the homie Tyler there, man. That's
and none for your boy, man. Damn.
You get an honorable mention just because I literally was stuck between you 2. No offense, Brendy, but
look, I don't. It's okay. I don't need you, bud.
But I'm a trust guy. I'm a trust guy. If I'm ever gonna go that route, I'm gonna do with somebody who I would trust with literally everything in me, and that's probably Tyler.
I feel like if Bobby were to kiss me, I'd just be like, guys, me and Bobby just kissed.
I swear to Christ, you would at everybody, you would at everyone or at everyone who's on as our tag on Discord and be like, yo, guess what me and Bobby just did?
Guys, guess what just happened?
What chat would that go in? Off topic or is that general news? Because I feel like that's huge if that happens.
Announcements.
Yeah.
So
I think it's my honorable mention for me as well, just because I agree. We're hungry. So it could be a good one.
What I'm saying?
Obviously, no homo.
You guys are all equal once I finish this Jim Beam. That's what I'll say about it. So you guys all look the same. Whoever lands in front of me first is the one who gets it.
The hole's a hole, right?
Okay. We said make out.
Your mouth is a hole.
No. I'm not even going to entertain that one.
What do you got for us for your second question? I'm excited now.
That was a hot start.
We had our boy Bobby at number 1 with 2 votes.
Yeah, I'm honored. By the way,
Brittany and Tyler both with 1 vote, and none for your boy.
Poor Zach.
So yeah, I'm glad you guys got to hear that discussion. It was all very awkward for us. I could feel it.
I hope all of our listeners are enjoying just 4 dudes talking about who they would kiss.
Actually, hold on. I have a follow-up question.
Uh-oh.
And we can make it kind of quick. But, like, how much or what would have to happen for that to actually be a scenario between us?
What did I just say?
Well, okay. Like, realistically. like cash wise, or like I mean, if you wanted your dying, I'm doing it in a heartbeat. No, whatever,
if I'm strapped for cash, I'll pull my pants down. That's fine.
Who talked about pulling their pants down?
You know what I mean. Anyway, no, I mean, God would have some weird plan for me where he's like, yeah, you know how you've been straight for 22 years? Yeah, now you're not. You're just.
How about I'm gonna put a number on the board. You tell me yes or no. 5K.
5K. I'd
consider.
Do it. That's 6 months of rent.
Dude, I'd do it for 1,000.
Okay. Anybody going lower than that?
I probably wouldn't go much lower than that, but like 5K, I'm just like, yep, come here, Tyler.
There has to be a comma.
That gets you in the door. I was like, okay, let's talk. Let's negotiate. Let's haggle. Let's haggle.
By the way, if
you might be able to seduce me now.
I feel like if any other group was talking about this, they would have been like, all right, starting off $1 million. I'm like 5K. Like,
I'm gonna make my girlfriend listen to this section of the podcast. I want to know what her opinion is on what I am currently saying.
Her opinion is going to be that your friends are fucking weird.
She already thinks that. That doesn't take this conversation to make that happen.
So we've already got a baseline view of the situation.
Oh, and it's completely slanted and biased. Yeah, you had to do you can't do it as good as Zach, Tyler. I saw that.
I had one time where I did it almost perfectly.
No.
Just doesn't sound the same.
No, man. I mean, listen. Hold on. Like,
crappy mic.
Like, listen to this. What are you talking about? Like, listen to that.
Jeez,
yeah, that's
that
good.
Was so
yeah,
good.
That is.
Are you kidding me?
Extra crispy.
That is peak.
It's an extra crisp. You got everything in that. You got the tab slip.
So immediately following the extra crispy crack of a beer.
Yeah,
we're moving in to the next.
Oh, I didn't give him his opening with that. By the way, I forgot.
Ah, well. All right,
I'll go for it.
Okay, I'll cue you. We're moving in to the next question. Perfect.
It's perfect. Go ahead.
All right, so we're gonna go with one of my lifelong dreams here, or something I really want to do, and I'd probably pay any amount of money to do it. So this one was an easy choice for me. You have to pay $100. And you get to punch Roger Goodell right in the face.
That's it.
And you can do it as many times as you want.
Oh, so you're asking how many times? We would do it.
Dude, I would probably take out a second set of student loans just to get quite a few cracks in.
I'd like to make it clear that this is never going to happen. We have the Complaint Network has zero intention to harm Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
But still, fuck you, dude.
But I mean. Look, if I went by him on the street and it was the right time and I didn't see any cops around, I mean, nobody's on the street right now anyway. So why he's out there?
Make some quick transfers on your bank and start to go to town. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, how many business days does it take for me to get this cash? Just beat the shit out of him.
I feel like he'd be happy with that though because he's just getting more money. Like
that's the thing.
No, you're just paying $100, not to him necessarily.
Oh, okay, so it's just going to the.
So some hitman came up to you and said, "Hey, look, you have to pay me $100 and I'll get you in with Roger Goodell."
It's a charity cause. You donate $100 for like coronavirus relief, and you get to punch him in the face.
Oh my god, dude! People would line up out the door if this were imagine like a Facebook event comes out called Punch Roger Goodell $100 entry. Like, do you know how many people would line up out the door just to get a swing at this guy?
Mm-hmm.
So I know
sweepstakes.
Yeah,
$100
comes in your Honey Nut Cheerios. Enter to win one punch of Roger Goodell.
We'll ship them right to your house.
Yeah, it's like there's a whole Family Guy episode about OJ Simpson, and how Peter found a old thing off a cereal box where he could play a round of golf with OJ. It's like 15 years old, and he redeemed it. So he went to go play a round of golf with OJ, and he ended up killing people, even though he was saying that he didn't do it, obviously. So it's a good episode.
Somebody
what is wrong with people?
tweeted him yesterday because he was like, if I have to stay inside any longer, I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah, he's like, how crazy?
How crazy?
Yeah, how crazy we talking?
Yeah.
Okay, so Bobby and Zach's number is going to be high. I'm going to set another number. So let's say 100 punches.
Sign me up.
That's 10K.
Sign me up. Sign me up.
Okay.
10 racks.
Yeah, do it.
1,000 punches.
I mean,
So you're just gonna go unlimited.
Wait.
I'd probably
Question.
spend like 9,700 and use the other 300 to get some brass knuckles.
Okay,
Question.
What's your question?
Do you have to do this in a certain span, like period of time? Like you're gonna get tired throwing 100 punches.
I mean, if it's Roger Goodell, I mean,
You're full roid rage, like you're gonna just beat the shit out of him.
I'm raged out.
Wouldn't that be funny though? It's like he just sees you walk through the door. He's like, "Oh, not again!"
Yeah.
Like, you just did that yesterday.
And I love
you're walking at the door, and the door guy's like, "Dude, you have 5 more. Get back in there."
Can you imagine like his assistant going through his schedule in the morning? He's like, "All right, so 9 a.m. you got another press conference with Fox News. 10 a.m. you got an interview with the NFL Network. Then you have an early lunch because at 12 o'clock Bobby's coming to fuck your day up again. Right. So I hope you're ready for that.
At 1 o'clock you have an appointment to delete evidence.
Yeah, to delete evidence. 2 o'clock that's makeup because trust me, it's gonna take a lot just to get you looking pretty again. And 3 fuck over every NFL team and their fans again. 4 beat somebody up in an elevator. I don't know.
Why do you? Is there like a reason you guys hate him so much? Like
Roger Goodell or Ray Rice?
Who said Ray Rice?
He made a mention of Ray Rice.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry. No, Goodell.
He's a corporate freak.
He's just a douche.
I don't hate him. I don't hate him as much as those two.
No, man, this is gonna be.
We found the sympathizer.
I don't really hate him at all, actually. Like I feel like he's done a good job. Like, okay, maybe like 10, I don't know. I feel like the past like 7 years, like he's actually done a really good job with.
I don't want to get into the political side of it. That's like there's a very specific reason why. Well, not a specific reason. There's probably 2 reasons at least, but
I don't know.
The whole Ray Rice thing was handled very poorly.
Okay, so I see what you're
saying. The whole Ezekiel
Yeah.
Elliott thing was handled very poorly.
So yeah, yes. From that standpoint, I absolutely agree with you. Like,
but then he turns around and he, suspends people like Josh Gordon for smoking weed.
Yeah, and not for nothing, he's a part of all the concussion stuff too, of trying to cover that up, or he had some hand in it. To what degree, I'm not sure, but I know he had a hand in it, and it was stupid. But honestly, I'll be dead honest. The only reason I'm playing it is just because it's the same reason people boo Bettman whenever he makes a speech for like a playoff game. Like it's just a thing.
You just hate the commissioner of the
just
league.
Just to hate the commish. The only commish that I like is what's his name in the NBA, the
Adam
Silver. Yeah, I actually like him. He's the only guy I like. I mean, you're supposed to hate me in our fantasy league, but for some reason you guys still.
Okay, look, there's things that I understand that you can't be a perfect person, and there's things that you are going to mess up. Mm-hmm. But there's certain things that are pretty definitive, and you should know what the answer is.
Yeah, so on that front, I do agree with you. I guess I was kind of looking at it and thinking that you guys are going to give like a sports response in terms of like what he's done to the league. Because Bettman, like, I was thinking like if you told me Bettman, like, he's basically made 2 or 3 lockouts. I can't.
Yeah, and with one looming.
So that's why I was saying that.
Then like a couple years ago, you guys were saying like, "Oh, lockdown is inevitable."
I literally think the only reason it's not inevitable at this point is because of Seattle. That's literally it. But
yeah, so it's supposed to be for this upcoming season, and there was a lot of chatter before, last season, so like 2018, I guess.
Yeah,
that was gonna happen.
Right.
But yeah. So I was thinking it from that standpoint, because like I said, obviously, like, from that side, yeah. But from the actual sport and improving the game, I actually think he's done.
Look, he does fine. Job. It's just a thing that I find mildly amusing to just think about being shot at him. I will say, though, real quick, since we mentioned Bettman, I swear to God, after all this is over with the coronavirus and everything else, if he cancels next season or has a lockout next season, his car is gonna get blown the fuck up like Vince McMahon
That's
style.
Not the only thing.
Dude, that guy needs to be put in an underground bunker somewhere because there are gonna be people after him. The whole city of Toronto, I think, is just gonna run on over and try to find him and kill him. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I don't have a total sports response. He had a hand in some weird shit that happened in the NFL, but so does everybody. I'm sure there's a lot of shady shit that happens in sports anyway. But I just find it an entertaining thing to just be like, yeah, fuck Goodell. Fuck Bettman. Fuck like basically every commissioner that exists in the top tiers of sports. Commish. Yeah, fuck you, commish. It's one of my favorite things to yell. Man. Like if I get screwed over in fantasy football, like commish. Like, I have called a commissioner of a league I was in before. I'm like, hey, commish, why am I not in the playoffs?
Yeah, and commish just rolls off the tongue so well when you're angry.
It's so great. It's so great. I love doing that. It's so funny.
Brendy, you sort of gave an answer, but like, if the over/under was like 50, are you going over or under? That's $5K.
I'm gonna move my seat.
I mean, honestly, like maybe just like barely over because like kind of like you, I don't really hate the dude that much. It's just like, it's just something to like. It's just something that people love to do.
It's something to pass the time, you know. When you're bored, just go beat the shit out of Roger Goodell.
Yeah, exactly.
Beat the shit out of your least favorite commish.
Punch a commissioner day.
Ooh, that's a good charity event. Hey, you get to put Roger Goodell in the dunk tank, and all the kids from like the charity homes can come just continuously dunk Goodell.
All right, Zach,
I probably wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't do it to Goodell. I would do it to like Rob Manfred though of baseball.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, Batman would be for me and Bobby.
He better not show up at any baseball game that's anywhere even remotely close to Houston.
I hate Manfred like you guys hate Goodell. So
there's very good reason to hate him right now. So I can't say I blame you. So.
All right, move on.
And moving on. Next question.
Moving forward.
Moving on.
Not a good one. I just wanted to say I want to punch Roger Goodell. That's really all that was about.
It's a fair question. I'm sure there are tons of people who would absolutely agree with us here. I'll be honest.
All right, moving
Tag
on.
us if you want to punch Roger Goodell. Maybe we'll do a poll.
Hashtag Come Play Network if you want to punch Roger Goodell.
We'll retweet some of you.
Donate us $100. We'll see what we can do. No guarantees.
We got the ins, you know. I mean, hell, NFL Films is 25 minutes away from me and Tyler, so that's a good stepping point.
You gotta. All right, boys, we got to plug.
Roger.
Yeah.
Let the money roll in.
Your days are numbered, Raj.
Raj. All right.
I've never heard Raj as a short name
great.
of
I love
Roger.
I love it.
We're gonna call him that anytime we mention him on the show now. Just fucking Raj.
All right, so moving on. You get $80,000 per year, but you're only allowed to watch one sport per year.
Hell no.
That counts for season. So if you choose a sport, that means like you can watch the sport through the season. Like if it goes into the next year.
Do you mean like just one game or what?
No, you're allowed to like watch one sport like of a chosen type for an entire season.
I would do that in a heartbeat.
Is this like a annual thing? Like, let's say I decide I want to watch hockey this time, but then next time I want to watch football. Like, can you change? Like, I don't know, maybe January 1st.
I feel like, as the year ends, you get to renew
your subscription
and a different,
right. But you can't switch mid-season, and that's the thing.
Yeah. No, that's fine. But like,
so for example, if you chose like hockey, it starts in like what, October?
Yeah, October. Yeah.
And then the Stanley Cup's over in beginning of June, mid-June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then football doesn't start till
September?
August, September. Yeah, preseason starts in August, but September and goes till February.
Yeah.
So then you'd have to, so if you chose football, you'd have to like, and then you wanted to change, you'd have to wait till the start of the next season.
So like, here's my other question. Do the Olympics count as one?
I feel like here's the thing. I feel like it should because it's literally only like a few weeks.
Can you imagine just
only every 4 years? So yeah, I mean if the Olympics is that year and you want to watch the Olympics, you have to choose the Olympics.
Okay, all right, then this is an easy one for me. Yeah, I'll go for it.
I'm really surprised.
I'll go for that.
You would watch the Olympics?
You're telling me I get to get to sit there and get paid $80,000 to watch hockey? Hell yeah.
I mean, okay, when you put it like
but you can't watch any other sports.
I'm fine with that.
I thought you were saying strictly Olympics.
So I hate football right now, so me and football are not on speaking terms at the moment. So
Bobby would obviously pick hockey. What would you pick, Brendy?
I would pick baseball easily because I get to watch the season's really long and I get to watch a game every day.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
What about Atlanta United though?
I mean, Atlanta United's fine, but I just feel like I get entertained more in baseball.
I've already been through all the accomplishments.
I would definitely pick hockey.
Atlanta United would be my second choice, though.
I mean, I pretty much only watch hockey for free anyway, so.
Here's the thing, like even if I was like, if I had to say yes to this, like I don't even know what I would pick. Like I feel like I'd pick like
college football,
college basketball, maybe. But
oh really?
But yeah, like by the way, oh God, I'm fucking devastated about the tournament. Today would have been day 3.
Oh my God!
Fuck you, Rona.
But no,
you, Rona.
there's no. But I'm actually, like I said, I'm surprised with you guys. But there's no chance in hell, bro. Like I need my fix with football, hockey, college football, college basketball. Also, there's a question: if you pick football, is it college and professional? And do you get the XFL in the winter?
No,
Yeah, if you
that's
want to watch football.
no, it's
yeah.
too
I mean,
easy.
this question says one sport, so.
True.
All right. Well, so like if I go to a bar, like say we go out to a bar.
You better put blinders on.
Well, I was gonna say, like, if I go to a bar, like watch like a Flyers game, right?
They'll
Because
just be like, there'll be some sort of magical force that makes you like not able to see those games.
So I'm just watching like a blue screen instead.
Yeah, or just
well,
or it
everyone's
just looks
cheering
off to
at
you.
something else, something the Eagles
Right.
did, and then I'm just like, what the fuck?
You know why you can't see it? You just
Yeah,
you
I
can't
know.
watch it. You just have to ask what happened through other people.
I'll still go
mean-
just for the drink specials. I mean,
Okay, well, I'm trying to think of a situation. So, Bobby, for you, like, imagine you pick hockey,
sure.
and it is November,
Mhm.
and Bryce Harper hits a walk-off grand slam to win the World Series. You're telling me that you would rather pay $80K for the Flyers to, maybe...
No, you get 80K because you're only
Yeah,
Well,
watching
that's-
one
yeah,
sport.
I'm sorry, get 80K. Then, to see that only might happen once in your life.
I mean, I saw them win the World Series.
In my life.
I saw them win the World Series in 2008. I watched them go back to the World Series in 2009. I watched the Patriots win the Super Bowl 6 times.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, I haven't seen the Sixers, but I don't really follow them that much. Win the finals. I saw the Flyers make the Stanley Cup and get absolutely cheesed out of one, which is still terrible.
Question that is
So
completely off topic.
I've already said that I need to see the Flyers win the Cup before I die. So that means getting paid $80K in the meantime. I'm cool with that.
What's your question, Zach?
So how many of those Super Bowls did the Patriots win without doing some shady bullshit? Not necessarily cheating, shady bullshit.
What the fuck does that even mean? What define
You know what I
shady
mean.
to me? No,
You
I
know
don't.
What shady bullshit is.
Oh my God! If you're
Hiring
asking
a
if we
fucking
deflated
sign
the
language
footballs,
person to,
there
like,
is
watch the
no
other team.
there is no proof that we hacked the tablets. There is no proof that we filmed the other team's plays. There is no proof that we deflated the footballs in any of those Super
Yeah, 'cause
Bowls.
they probably had a kill switch for when they got exposed.
It's like a voodoo doll of Roger Goodell that Belichick just has. Like, just any time like he's about to punish them, he just pokes them with a stick and he just feels it all the way over. And where are their headquarters at?
I have no
Then again,
idea.
I mean, I couldn't see how it'd be like even satisfying to win like that, unless it was just for money. But
We won off. I mean, I'll tell you, 2 of our Super Bowls were off clutch field goals from the best kicker of all time, Adam Vinatieri, who
yeah, he's a beast.
I think he's dead. Well, I think he's dead now, but
Jesus.
well, I mean, dude, that dude has been
Dude,
a
the man is like 75 years old. Of course he is.
well, that man's been a robot for so long when it came to just kicking field goals, and then last season he just completely shit the bricks. Like it just, it was terrible.
I think he got cut.
Anyway.
I think he got cut.
I mean, it was like Matt Bryant. So same thing for him.
And then we had a 28-3 comeback. Sorry, Brendy and Zach. And then we had.
You don't need to apologize. I've already.
I'm still
I've
going
already
to. I gotta
felt
be
that.
nice. And then we got
I want
probably.
to change my Roger Goodell question to Steve Sarkisian.
Well, that wasn't Steve Sarkisian though. That was Kyle Shanahan.
Oh, that's who it was. You're right. It's Kyle
I mean, he
Shanahan,
was
that's
still
what I meant. Yeah.
semi part of that.
Sorry, Steve. You're good, man.
Let's just say you're on thin ice.
Debatable.
Let's just say you're on thin ice. That's what we'll say about you. But no, there's no obvious cheating things that we have done that I am aware of during any of the Super Bowls. Of course, people like you.
Not cheating, shady bullshit.
But what is shady bullshit? Because I just named all the shady bullshit. What's shady
Watching
bullshit?
people's practices, hiring a sign language person to watch what the other coach is saying.
The only other team's playbook we have is
deflating
the
footballs.
The only other team's playbook that we have is the Bengals, so don't worry about it. We're not going to be seeing them anytime soon.
Yeah. I wouldn't even worry about
by
them.
the way, while you guys are talking about that, I'm thinking in my head like what it would take to convince me to take that one sport thing, and there's nothing. Like, I need my
80,000?
variety in sports, man. That's my life.
I mean, $80,000 could mean I do the Complete Network full time
I'll be honest,
and watch hockey.
If you gave me $1 million, I probably still wouldn't do it. Like,
Wow.
Dude, you would do it for $1 million.
No, honestly, no, like I wouldn't though. Like, if it was like,
I would do it for less.
Okay, this is gonna sound so dumb.
Hold on a second. Brendy deserves that one.
Yep, get it ready.
Yep. There we go.
I'll be honest, I didn't even hear what he said. I was thinking.
He said he'll do it for
I
less.
would do it for less than 80,000.
Okay, so this is gonna sound dumb when I say this because I said I won't do it for $1 million.
Shocker.
But in my opinion, like if you're gonna be rich, you better be lavish as fuck. And for me, $1 million is not life changing. Like, to me, it just isn't life changing. Like,
Bobby.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
If you gave me like, because like $1 million, you're like, oh, I'm rich, and then like you spend it like one time.
Well, you
on
don't
a house.
fucking spend it. You invest it, you ass.
You spend no. Listen. You spend it one time on a house that's $500K, right? And then you do invest.
What kind of houses you buying? Just buy a normal house.
If you have $1 million, you're gonna buy no less than $400K.
Unless you
continue to live your normal life and retire a fucking king.
Tyler, that is not even close to true.
I mean, I feel like the majority of it would be true. Yeah,
Tyler,
like for the majority of people.
Tyler, I'm asking you this question, and I don't mean this to be mean. You're saying the way you're living now and the house that you're living in, you're telling me $1 million wouldn't change you.
So, when I say life change, so it would change for sure.
Okay.
But life changing is like, I'm here now, and life changing to me means like literally fucking yachts, Bugattis, man.
You got
like,
high
all
standards,
that shit.
dude.
Well, I do.
But that's the thing though, is like you get $1 million, you could live pretty comfortably for a while if you know what you're doing.
Okay, so maybe I should not say life changing. Like, it's living comfortably. Like I'm talking about like having like an extravagant life, like where you can just you basically feel like you have unlimited money.
Sure. Is $1 million going to get you the yacht? No, it's not going to get you all that stuff. But if you were to get $1 million right now, you could live comfortably for a while, without working. Like this is easy.
So I should say maybe I should have worded that different.
A little bit.
Not, like. So, I'm still gonna say life changing, but with context. Like,
I see what you're saying.
Life changing
turned into an investment advice podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, guys, sports ain't doing it. We gotta get them numbers up, and the only way we can talk about numbers is finance.
Right now, so you guys want to talk about banking?
Yeah.
There's gonna be an intervention for me after this podcast.
Guys want to talk about the recession?
But man. So I would do 100 mil. Would I do 10 mil?
Oh my god, dude!
I don't know.
Greedy bastard.
I think.
So you're asking for?
I don't know if I'd do 10 mil.
You're asking for a third of Bryce Harper's contract
because it's also like, okay, I'm not trying to get deep with this, right? But like,
Brendy, I saw that face. Don't.
It's one of those things where it's like, you know how money can't buy you happiness kind of thing.
Sure.
Well, it's like I'm not gonna be happy if I don't have sports. You know?
No, I know.
Unless I have
a sport.
Sports aren't being completely cut off though.
But,
you do have a sport.
But that's not good.
He can't live with one sport. He never could.
In Tyler's defense, I will say every team that he cheers for is mediocre at best.
Are you telling me you wouldn't slash away the Pittsburgh Pirates right away? Are you kidding me?
Mediocre is a little bit
generous.
Harsh. I would say good, and then when it's playoff time, mediocre. But mediocre in general, no.
So what's the best team you root for?
Like at this very moment, kind. Like
well,
right
yeah,
now,
right now.
Arguably the Sixers.
That's a bad question because now,
the
you're
Sixers
correct.
Probably, yeah.
Well, the Sixers and the Sharks are the only ones playing right now, so.
Well,
I'm not talking about playing. I'm talking about just like in a tier ranking.
But the Broncos have the highest upside at the moment. Potential upside.
So here's the thing. So I'm gonna answer that, but it's also like kind of a bad year because usually it would be the Sharks, but they're just having a bad year. My real answer is gonna be a boring one, but it would be my favorite European soccer team.
Yeah, that's boring.
But so I won't do that. But
this is only America.
But right now, I would say the Sixers. Yes.
Canada, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I forgot that you're a Sixers fan because you have teams all over the freaking country. So
you want to go down that list real quick again, Tyler?
What, my favorite?
Yeah, you're quickly where your teams are, just for our potential new listeners who might be hearing a podcast about 4 dudes who want to kiss each other. Just so you can introduce yourself.
Why do you want to make me cry in front of our new listeners?
I'm not trying to make you cry. I'm just trying to establish how stupid you are to the rest of our audience here and your choice of team. Although
I've got a map right here. Here's America. That's somewhere on that map. Tyler cheers for a team. So yeah.
You can throw a dart and he'll like a team over there. Like just throw a dart at that map.
You guys. The way you guys talk, by the way, you act like I'm a front runner, which is not the case.
All right, let's see. Here we go.
Really
Ready?
like this
and
team in Angola.
Somalia. You see, I heard the Somali Pirates are a very good baseball team.
Yeah.
Like. The way you guys actually, this year you're picking fucking the Carolina Panthers. It's like not like that. It's just I don't know.
Tyler's not a bandwagon. He is rooted for the same teams for as long as I've known him. So.
I just don't know why I don't have a reason. Well, I do have reasons, but I don't. It's not like I hate the city kind of thing. It's just whatever.
You hate the Eagles. You hate the fans.
I do hate the Eagles.
I used to really like the Colts whenever I was a kid. I think I just liked Peyton Manning.
Well,
yeah.
And they had that one wide receiver that was kind of a beast.
Rodney.
What's his name? No, he wasn't like that. He was
Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison. That was it. Yeah, I liked him and I liked Peyton Manning when I was a kid. But I don't know. I guess as I got older, I just kind of. Yeah. I guess I should go for the home team.
Well, that's what. So I think I've said this on the podcast before. I know you guys probably know, but my sister's boyfriend likes basketball. But is just a Kevin Durant fan. That's it. So he will be a fan of whatever team he's playing for. So he was a Warriors fan. He's
a Kevin Durant fan. He likes Kevin Durant. Which I understand because a lot of people are like that with LeBron James. They just like LeBron James and will cheer for him wherever he goes.
Yeah, and I get it. I'm not totally hating on it.
But
you know how it's weird is that the guy's like, oh yeah, I was a Warriors fan last year, and now I'm a Nets fan. It's just weird to hear.
People that really like LeBron James and they'll cheer for him like wherever he goes. But also, they have a home team that they go for.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a thing. Like, I feel like I like Steph Curry, so like,
sure.
I mean, when the Warriors were like winning championships, it's easy to be like them. But like, I never liked the Warriors like I like the Sixers, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like, I was cool with saying the Warriors win because like, it's Steph's team. But if it was Warriors Sixers, like absolutely it'd be the Sixers, obviously.
There's never really been a player that like I've felt the same way like with you guys like cheering for like just wherever they go.
Well, honestly though, like that's kind of where my fandom lies. At least with the Sharks, like that's how my fandom lies with them. But like it was a player that swayed me. But it's interesting. But anyway, going back to the original thing, I'm going to say no, and it would take an extremely large amount of money for me to do that.
As I say, you say you don't want, 80 grand or 100 grand until it sits right in front of you and stacks the bills. Then you're like, okay.
You see, here's the thing though. Like, I don't think you guys realize my schedule. And if we basically talk or play video games like almost every night, or at least like 4 or 5 nights out of the week. Like, if it wasn't, before that, my schedule would be every weekday at 7 o'clock till I went to bed would be sports. And then on Saturday, I wake up at 7 a.m. for the Premier League. I watch that, then watch college basketball all day or college football.
Wake up 7 a.m. on a Saturday when you have nothing to do, watch sports. You're a psycho.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't.
Who wouldn't do this for $80,000 a year? It's your job to watch one sport.
So Tyler, you like Manchester United, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if there was a soccer match between this would never happen. If there was a match between Manchester United and the Philadelphia Union, who would you cheer for?
United. Because just because I follow them a lot more. Like, I follow the Union a lot, and I have especially since I've met you and talked to you, but I've I mean, obviously, this is not even a question. Like Premier League over MLS any day of the week. So, I enjoy watching them more. But
you say so, man.
Weirdo.
Although I do like watching MLS, but yeah, I can't. Anyway,
so Brendy, Zach, I don't know if you're hearing what I'm hearing, but it sounds like Tyler is suggesting that we're taking him away from his sports. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, which by the way is why I'm on fucking eggshells right now with everything going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay, bud. Okay, bud.
Zach, question 4.
Question number 4. Tyler's an idiot.
Number 4.
No.
He has his moments.
Yeah.
We all do, though.
Yeah.
I have one really good one, and I'm trying to save it for, prime time.
The main event?
Yeah, the main event.
All right.
So I'll come back to that one later.
All right.
So you get $500,000 per year. 500,000.
Tyler, do you hear that? $500,000 a year.
Not life changing.
5 zeros.
Yeah. Okay.
Per year.
All right.
But every time you go to a public restroom, you have to pee at a urinal with your pants and underwear around your ankles.
That is such an easy yes for me.
Yeah,
oh my God.
That is for me.
Bruh,
too.
come see the full moon. It shines bright in the restrooms, all right?
Yeah. Bro, they need to put sunglasses.
Yo, come see this Irish ass. I promise you'll put on a show.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
put on a show.
Yes for him.
That is a massive yes for me. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Although, I will say, if I do that at the Wells Fargo Center, I'm probably ending up on the ground.
Yeah.
Like
Ooh,
that's
true.
the thing.
Like,
you got to think about like if you go to a bar, like a shady like dive bar, right? Like you go to that type of bar, or if you go to like any event venue of any kind, like that happening, like you might get beat up. You might even catch a case. There's some little kid walking around in there.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. Like, what if like a 6'5", like 250 dude walks in with his like 5-year-old son, just sees a dude, it pants to the like, just pissing.
That's when I turn around like, man, I'm gonna hold it. I'm just
tell him it's your job.
So here's my thing. Like,
I mean, it would be.
Really. So here's my thing. Like, not that is normal because it's not, but there is people that do that.
What?
And like,
where are you seeing
like,
this?
He's right. Yeah,
dude, I've been to a Phillies game where dude did that before. Like his pants were just down to his ankles, and like,
dude, it happens all the time at the Atlanta airport.
And nobody's like that's what I'm saying. Like it's not normal, but there is like in a group of like 1,000 people, there's probably like 5 people that do it. I feel like maybe less.
All right,
nah, maybe like 1 in like 10K.
Brendy, you're gonna have to check the numbers for me.
But
right,
no, like
do some quick stat checks real quick.
Statistics got stats on this somehow.
But no, I feel like people just like. If you're like at a Phillies game, people would just be like, "Oh yeah, that's just a guy pissing." Like, not that it's normal, but it's just like, okay.
Can I screen share here?
You do not have numbers.
I don't, but I'm just asking just in case I find some numbers.
If you can link them to me, I'll have a screen share ready.
Okay.
All right.
I'll keep looking. You'll talk.
I can't even. This has got to be a BuzzFeed article. 1 in 5,000 men pee with their pants at their ankles.
I found a GQ story. That's pretty
close enough. Close enough.
Here's a question for you guys. When is the last time you did that? Like, I'm not talking about like in public. I'm talking about like not even pants to ankles, but like pants to like under your ass cheeks. Like, is this something that do you do that often?
No. I mean. No, I don't do that often. I'm trying to think if there's like a specific scenario. I don't know. There's probably some time where I was like changing for something, like I like a film or that I was in or something like that, where like I was in the middle, like my pants down, my ankles changing it better. So I'm like, oop, I gotta pee real quick. Turn around. Okay, we're good. And we're back to business.
I mean, it's a good way not to get piss on yourself.
Well,
like,
I guess I'm thinking like I just do it. I don't know. Like just quickly, I don't know. I can't name a specific scenario, but I wouldn't be surprised if I did do it at some point in time. I haven't done it at a urinal. Not that I recall.
I apologize, by the way. I asked Brendy this question. He peed sitting down, so that wasn't fair. But
dude, I peed doing a handstand. I don't know what you're talking about.
Going full exposure. I don't care where I'm at.
Yeah, I do that. I don't care. I just do not care. There's a infamous story.
Confidence booster, honestly.
I have a question for all of us, though.
Okay.
And I just thought of this because there was a debate going on. So when you take your pants off while pooping, do you just bring it to the knees, or do you all the way
full ankle,
out?
full ankle,
full ankle,
full ankle?
Well, you can't. Well, you can't you can't take a shit at a urinal. So
we're ain't talking about.
I'm not talking
if
about
you
urinals, man.
If you are a kid who has been in the athletic association for my town, you absolutely can. I've seen it. Not a pretty sight in that clubhouse.
Yeah, are we all like down to the ankles?
I definitely. I feel like I just need that, I just need that flexibility and that range of motion.
Bro, when I'm in the bathroom, man, like I'm watching an episode of something, like I'm getting comfortable, man, and it's not comfortable just having it strapped to my knees like that. I go full ankle.
Bobby may average the longest time in the bathroom worldwide.
Oh, yeah.
I just want y'all to know.
Oh yeah. I'm catching up on YouTube videos, Netflix, something.
That's a sanctuary.
It is, dude. Literally, like it's like the perfect sanctuary. No one can bother you in there.
Yeah,
seriously. No one can bother you there. It's the one place no one can bother you. Like I'm in my dorm room, right? Like I'll go to my dorm room and I'll be in there, and my roommates will knock on the door, and maybe I just don't want to be disturbed that day, but I kind of have to talk to them. I can't completely ignore my dorm. But if I'm in the bathroom, if they knock and they hear my voice, they walk away.
Like I actually watched an entire episode of Seinfeld in there.
Oh, I could. Oh, I could. They just hear out of the bathroom. I could just hear the theme coming out. You know what's going down in here, all right? Like, it's a perfect sanctuary. Like, everybody should take advantage of their bathroom time. I'm telling you. It's just peaceful. It's like meditative. I'm telling you.
It absolutely is. I agree 100%.
Unfortunately,
Thank you, Zach.
I cannot find an exact percentage of guys who pull their pants all the way down.
This is where the Complaint Network is doing their first study. So if you would like to reach out to us with your statistics on whether or not you pull down your pants to your ankles when you take a piss, let us know.
Female answers are accepted too.
Hashtag P study.
Trans as well.
Extra question: if you've ever shit in a urinal, let us know.
Yes.
And I would
have any of you
actually, if you shit,
any of you guys ever done that?
No, but I will ask if you have shit in a urinal, you are also welcome on the podcast where I'll ask you, why are you a piece of shit?
So I'm gonna
honestly, we won't even judge you. We just want to know why.
Yeah, I literally want to sit here and just ask you why. I'll give you a little bit of respect for even showing up to the podcast if that's something you did. I'm just saying.
Next week on the podcast, Florida man who has shit in a urinal as a special guest.
By the way, speaking of Florida Man, favorite game to play. Type in Florida Man followed by your birthday. See what news article comes up. It's my favorite game.
That's funny.
I forget what mine is.
So I'm going to extend the question as I always do. What is if you can think of it off the top of your head, what is the most embarrassing public bathroom story that's happened to you guys?
I can't really think of any, honestly.
I'll tell you
there's not one that comes to my mind, at least.
I'll tell you what I hate on a constant basis.
Sorry, I started to cut you off. I hate public bathrooms.
No, so do I. So do I.
I do too.
But here's the thing. Like, here's what I hate constantly. I don't have the best stomach in the world for a myriad of reasons that I won't get into. So, peaceful shits don't happen often for me. So not to get TMI. But whenever that happens, and I'm in a public space and I have to use a public bathroom, I hate it with every fiber of my being because I go in there and just completely destroy it. Like it's bad. It's so bad, and I hate that. And I hate it. Like
I just thought of a good story.
It's one thing when it happens if I'm like the only one. If it's like some like porta potty, okay, fine, whatever, not a big deal. But if the other people, but like I know there is someone next to me, I hate it. Like, cause look, man, it's loud. All right, like I'm not trying to gross anybody out, but that's the truth, and it drives me crazy. And I already have social anxiety as it is, so it's not a good 2-for-1 here. All right, no. That's all I'm saying. Same. Oh, I mean I had weird experiences with other people, not that embarrass me, but just things that I literally sit there and go, what the fuck
that you've
happened?
seen.
Well, not that I've seen. It's like I was in a stall one time, and there was a guy in the stall next to me, and I don't know what he put on, but he just blared his phone. He was watching something, but it just sounded just so weird. I couldn't figure out what the hell it was. Like it had to be something like Japanese or Korean or something like that, because there was just like all this foreign language, but everybody was screaming. Like it was horrific. I don't know what he was watching, but I was just like, what the fuck? I think I was like 13. So I was having a massive laugh about this, but also scared the shit. I'm like, what is he watching?
There's a lot of things I would rather do than shit in a public bathroom. I'll say that.
I will go out of my way to go home to go to the bathroom.
So I've got a story to share.
Yeah, go, Brendy.
Yeah.
Okay, so this happened to me like a couple months ago, I want to say.
Yep.
And so a couple months ago, me and Rachel May's our toilet broke at our apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And to kind of compensate for that, we would just like kind of try to like shit elsewhere, whenever we needed to. So one night, this was I mean it was a couple months ago, so I had to shit really bad because I was not feeling well, and I had just ate or something, and we decided to go to the liquor store across the street. So we go into this liquor store, and for that liquor store, you had to like get like a bathroom key from the guy behind the counter. And the guy behind the counter is like this really tall, like 7-foot Indian dude. And so he hands me the bathroom key. I go in the bathroom, and I think toilet's destroyed. And I am pretty sure I messed up that toilet so badly. Like, me and Rachel May drove by the next day, and we saw like two. We saw like two like plumber vans. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say I destroyed this.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my, that's hilarious.
Wow, man.
Like, I know I clogged it, but something about like that shit I took was like nuclear.
Groundbreaking.
Yes, groundbreaking.
So I'll do one more story before we move on. But
oh shit! Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
And ever since then, I refuse to go into that store anymore because I don't want the guy to judge me.
There's no way he remembers.
I'm probably banned from the store. I broke his toilet.
I was gonna say, man, you go in and destroy a toilet that bad, you deserve a picture on the wall for that one.
No, I never went back. No, I literally, like, as soon as I left the bathroom, I was like, all right, have a good day. Here's the key, and left.
And just ran out of the store.
I didn't explain a thing.
I would have at least bought a 6-pack on my way out.
Yeah, right. Hey, man, sorry about your toilet.
The business, man. If you're gonna fuck up their toilet.
No, I don't want like one of his employees to go in there and be like, "Hey, boss, something's wrong with the toilet."
I would at least pay double for like a case of beer or something.
I would have literally been like, "I live in the apartments across the street. They haven't fixed my toilet in like 3 weeks." Like,
the landlord's an asshole, and
the guy working at the counter probably doesn't own the place. Like,
no.
Well, I mean, he's intimidating though. He's like, I'm looking up to him like this.
That's not how you look up to most people.
The man is like 7 foot.
Yeah, he's just telling him to play basketball.
So, this is a first, Bobby. I never. It's not that embarrassing. So it's like not that. I had to tell you this. So, about 3 months ago.
I'm guessing you were at my house.
No. This is not your house. It was when we went to the bar with Logan and Nova.
Okay. A couple friends of ours.
Landmark.
Yep. Yeah. Shout out to Landmark.
I don't know if you remember, but my stomach was killing me.
I remember you mentioning that you were feeling just a tad odd. I don't remember.
Yeah, a tad odd. I mentioned that was me trying to say that I needed to shit and didn't want to shit, and it was coming out as we spoke.
Well, I wasn't okay. I mean, I was gonna say. I mean, I wasn't gonna hold your hand for that one, but okay.
Because I have, as Bobby said with him, like, I have terrible social anxiety, and I hate public bathrooms, and I hate being embarrassed. Like, that's the one thing. Yeah, so, like, I never want to go in there. So, I'm absolutely a shy pooper. So, there was a point where I was like, I have to go or I'm going to shit my pants. And I walked over there, and I was holding my asshole so tight because it was about to come out. So I get in the bathroom. There's nobody in there. I'm like, awesome. I sit down to take a shit, and like I just go on my phone or whatever. And like as soon as I sit down, like this group of like 8 dudes come in and just are like buddies, and they're obviously drunk. So I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. And I'm just minding my own business, and then all of a sudden, and you know, like when you like fart in a toilet, it's just so loud.
Yeah, in a public bathroom.
Yeah. I let out an atomic fart, so loud, and one of the dudes just goes, "Bro, what the fuck?" and then like they all start laughing, and then I hear just one dude go, "Hey man, leave him alone. He's trying to take a shit."
Hey,
and I was like,
yo, that's a real one. That's a real one. That's a real one.
Bro. You should have just came out there like
and shook his hand
with your pants
dapped
still
him
down.
up.
Literally shit coming out.
Yeah, dap him up. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
You said you had to go. You could just launch yourself up.
So like in hindsight, like they obviously didn't see me, so it wasn't that like embarrassing.
Yeah.
But like to me, that is like so embarrassing.
You know what's funny though? On the topic of, because you and me basically had the same thing where we talked about like social anxiety and being what'd you call it, Zach? It's a nervous pooper. Is that what it was? What was it called?
A shy pooper.
Shy pooper. Sorry. So I find that funny because it's like, what do we think's gonna happen? Like, like we have that anxiety about it. Like, what do we think's gonna happen?
Everybody poops.
Yeah, everybody poops. Hey, everybody read. It's a top seller. I'm sorry, I keep hitting my fucking mic. I'm not used to it being there. But everybody read the good book. It'll tell you everything you need to know about how everybody poops and everybody do that. But like, I just love that we both have that social anxiety. It's such a terrible thing to have when it comes to just such a normal thing. It's so bad.
So I will say I'm actually kind of not like proud of myself, but like
oh no, he's patting himself on the back.
No. When it actually happened, like usually I would just get like overwhelmed and I would just feel like my heart would start racing. I would like whatever. I actually kind of like didn't care. It was like afterwards when I walked out, I was like, "What if they see my shoes?" then I was like, "Oh shit!"
Tyler was wearing the neon green Osiris's. He coming out, laces untied.
Like the only one that would ever wear it. No, but
some people still wear those things.
We talked about shit for way too long.
We have, yes.
But we had to get some stories out. So Zach, I feel like it's almost about time for that juicy question. But you think
it's time for the juicy question?
I mean,
we're at a good halfway point. I think
we are at a good halfway point.
Yeah, about an hour in, so let's get a good one.
Yeah, go ahead and pop for you guys. Let's get a good one in.
Sure.
You get $200,000 a year.
Here we go again.
Or once per year.
You hear that, Tyler? $200,000. Okay, hold on.
Comes into your house and kisses you on the mouth like he's your dad.
I'll do that for
Could
free.
Be anytime.
I'll do that for free.
Even after the news that's
Come
broken?
here, Tom. I owe you a few. All right? If this is the price I got to pay for a few Super Bowls, that's totally fine, man. I'm telling you. There's a lot of things.
So I feel like that question would be better like if we had kids and you said he came in and kissed our kids. He
said
his kids.
Came in like he kissed his kids. That's what he's asking.
Like he's your dad.
Right.
No. I'm saying like if we had kids, a better question would have been, what if he came in and kissed our kids like he
There's no amount of money I would do that for if I had kids.
I wouldn't put my kids in that position, but I put myself in that position, absolutely.
That's what, I mean, nobody would do it, but I feel like, because like, oh man, I don't actually know. How much you say? $200,000
$200,000 a year.
Easy,
I mean,
easy money.
I was gonna kiss Bobby for like $5,000. Like, yeah, I'll do it.
Say you get to kiss Tom Brady, who is definitely a lot more better looking than me.
I was gonna say Tom Brady's actually a I feel like he got like more handsome with his age.
He looks like he's almost handsome. That's what I've always thought about him.
No, but like when he like
he's
got
just
drafted,
slightly shy of being handsome.
When he got drafted, he was like an ugly ass mofo. But like he's pretty handsome now. Like look at his like.
Hold on, I'll screen share.
Yeah.
Hold on. You know exactly what picture I'm gonna pull up as soon as you see what I'm typing.
Yeah, it's.
Hold on. Hold on. I gotta find it and I'll show everybody. Give me a second. There's a picture of him in uniform with
watch your search history.
I don't care. My search history is already bad. Where's the...
He's in incognito mode. It's fine.
Where's the...
Smart man.
Where's the damn picture?
But yeah, I don't know. Tom Brady's.
I gotta keep going. I'll come.
No, I'm looking at that picture myself because that was
Who remembers? And I'm gonna switch scenes so the lovely people can see this. Who remembers this? Just this absolute look that Tom Brady was serving during this era of hair.
Look how mean he's trying to look, by the way.
I know. Like, look at this.
Like, well, also, I don't know if you know when this picture was from. Like, was he trying to be Bieber? Was he trying to?
I don't know.
Was he trying to look up to somebody who was younger than him? I feel like that's.
I have no idea, but it was just this one year. I remember because, like, we're Patriots fans in my house, and my mom, will sit down and watch football with us, and she saw him. I was trying to find it, but I'm trying not to let it get too far gone. That's why I didn't search heavily for it. But there's a picture of him in uniform with this hair, like in full game gear, like for a game, and it just looks so weird. It looks like they just put like a 12-year-old in pads. Like, the only thing that makes him even look remotely adult is just his size. Like, he's a decently tall dude. So, and my mom's like, ew, what the hell is he doing? And this was probably around the time where Justin Bieber got big. So everyone was saying, like, oh, look at the Bieber hair that he's got going on. Like, this is what was happening every week of football, is everyone making fun of this.
I think I asked you guys this question before, Zach and Brendy. Did you guys ever have Bieber hair? Like... That's like very similar.
I had long hair when I was in 6th and 7th grade, but it wasn't like Bieber. It was just long hair. I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah, my hair was. Yeah, my hair. I never had Bieber hair, but I did have really long hair, and it was really like, not well. It was a little bit curly, so I could never pull off that Bieber look.
So I tried to rock it for some reason. Not rock it.
I think I remember this.
I just I never had a good haircut. Like, I feel like until I
I had a mohawk once.
I had a mohawk in 3rd grade.
Yes, you did.
Man.
Yes, you did.
Find that picture.
We got to find that picture.
Me and Bobby also had a friend who I think he thought he was Justin Bieber, and definitely had that hair at all times, and also did that. So I don't know why that was a thing, but man, Justin has made a career for himself from young. But getting back to the question. We might have talked about this on the podcast, or personally, I don't remember. Like, and don't get too into it. But how do you guys feel about like his whole thing with kids? Like,
it's definitely weird.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Can I be devil's advocate here?
How old was the kid when he did it?
His kids are young.
Not like define young. Like, I think one of them, isn't he? Like,
aren't we going off like
10.
a picture for most of this too?
No, there's videos.
Okay. Because I only remember the pictures.
Yeah, I remember like watching, I was probably on Twitter or something, like actual videos. I don't know who was recording it, but yeah.
Look, I think if it lasted a few, more than a second, then it's a little weird. But I don't think the action in of itself is weird.
So he has a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
And does he have a daughter too? Or no?
Yeah,
I
his
think
daughter.
she's younger.
I forget how old she is.
Okay,
Yeah,
he has
I
2
think
sons. His sons are 12 and 10. I don't know which one he kissed in the video, but
I mean, how long did it
either way, I
last?
feel like
regardless,
12
both of those are kind of old. And we'll say the video's 2 years old, and still even is like kind of weird.
I mean, look, I get like it's just the way that the kiss happened. Like, if it's a peck. Like, here's another question: how do you feel about like? I guess if it's your dad, it's gonna be different than other male relatives. But like, how do you feel about that in general?
I don't care.
About what? Like what exactly?
Like peck kissing your dad.
I don't care.
At, like a certain age as well.
I'll do it to my dad. I don't care.
It depends on my age, but for the most part, I'm like, no, I don't do that.
It does depend on age for me, man.
What do you just?
Dude, I don't care. I'll peck my dad. I don't care.
I mean, like, I don't judge anyone that does that, but it's just like for me, it's just not my thing.
I mean,
3-year-old.
that's fine. I fucking love my father, man.
like, I don't want to judge anybody. It would just make me really uncomfortable. I feel like.
I mean, I'm not like if I'm gonna peck my dad right and kiss my dad, I'm not gonna be like making out with him.
My dad. I don't like how that sounds.
I'm gonna say it anyway. If I'm gonna peck my dad, it's gonna be a quick. That's it. That's all it needs to happen. I mean, I'm not gonna be making out with the dude.
But like, why would you do that
not?
when you can like
Why not?
handshake him, dap him up, give him a hug?
Why not? I don't get what.
Kiss him
why
on the
not?
cheek. Like I would kiss on the cheek before I went for the lips.
Well, I mean, if you're comfortable with that, then why does it matter?
It's just something about like.
I regret asking this question.
No. I'm happy you did. No, I just feel like I guess what it is honestly for me is like kissing is like an intimacy thing. So like doing it with like an intimacy member. Yeah, it's just weird. Like I don't even like I would feel uncomfortable with my mom as well. Like at probably like past the age of like probably past the age of honestly like
6,
10.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If you're
there's nothing wrong with it. I just feel uncomfortable. I don't know.
It's a duration. If it's a long like more than a second thing, then yeah, it's a tad odd. But if it's just like literally like we've been using like what, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. See,
like I gave my mom a birthday present like probably 4 years ago now. And that was the last time I ever kissed a family member. And I did it. It was just weird. Like, that's my mom. I love my mom dearly. I just felt very uncomfortable. So, like, and she, like, you know, gives me a kiss on the cheek all the time. And I'm fine with that. It just, I didn't like it. Just made me very uncomfortable. I don't know why.
All right. Okay.
Weird, man. By the way, why do we still have fucking Tommy Boy with his Bieber hair?
He's the GOAT. He deserves this time.
Okay. All right. Anyway, going... Well, so what was the original amount? 200K? For me?
Yeah, 200K.
We went off on a tangent. Yeah, we were on track, but we went off on a tangent.
200K to have Brady just completely make out with you.
Like I said, I would kiss.
Just kiss.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was going to make out with Bobby for 5K, so that's a layup.
Absolute layup for me.
But yeah.
There was no money involved with the members of the CPN.
Well, no, but I put a low bid of 5K out there, and everybody seemed to agree. So you know, I'm going on based off of that. Somebody said 1K. I don't even. Was it you, Zach? Like I don't.
It wasn't me.
I don't remember.
But, I got bills to pay. I'm going 5K.
I said I'd do it for 1,000.
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it for a reason. It's Brendy's reason.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's hit us with another one.
All right, next one, another spicy one. You get 550,000 per year.
Jeez.
But every
Not
time
500,000.
someone else has to wipe for you.
Easy layup.
That's another layup.
That's a
what if you're in
layup.
public by yourself?
Absolutely, because then that is such a.
Guess you're not wiping.
That is a power move, man.
You better get home fast.
So here's my. So I'm sorry. Did you? I can't remember. Did you put a money amount on this?
550,000.
Obviously, money is of no importance
yearly?
to Tyler because he keeps missing the values.
No. I'm clarifying, and I'm clarifying this for a reason. Because you could pay somebody to wipe your ass, like an assistant. You gotta hire somebody to.
Why do that when you get paid that money? Though?
Imagine that person is like describing their job to someone like, yeah, I wipe one person's ass. Like, no, I wipe specifically one person's ass.
There's an image,
and it's not mine. No, but yeah, it's a layup, man. Like they
bend you over and go from top to bottom.
Now
right.
what I have to stand up, and also, is there anybody here who's a stand up wiper?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
really?
Yes.
Honestly, I'm like a mix.
I am too. I might do for
find.
every 100 wipes, I might do one standing up. So I'm definitely more of a sitter. I'm a leaner, right? But I'm surprised.
No,
I'm surprised.
I am mainly
You gotta stand up and squat down a little bit to really get in there.
Yes, that's the move. That's the move.
Three of
Just
you?
a little bit.
That's
like
the move.
You bend your back just a little bit.
That's the move. That
Just
is
open up
absolutely the move.
crevice.
I'll be honest. I didn't know people wipe standing up till about like 3 years ago, so this is groundbreaking.
I actually, you know what's funny? I get self-conscious about it, and again, go back to the public bathroom thing, because I'm at the point now where, you know, when I finally got, I'm at 6 foot exactly. So when I got to that point, my head the top of my head was peeking up above the stall. So like if I was wiping myself, man, you could see me. So again, this is a weird
what's
position.
up? Just wiping my ass. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, mind your business.
That's funny, man. Okay, that's interesting.
We're talking about too much literal shit on this podcast.
It's been a shitty podcast.
Thanks, Zach.
But
my God,
that was a quick one. Let's move. Keep moving.
Yeah, it's easy money for me, dude. I'd absolutely do it.
Brendy, easy money.
Easy money, dude.
Okay, cool.
I should have made the price lower on that one. I just thought it'd be a little more difficult to decide.
Hell
just
no.
I try to choose the prices based on like inconvenience factor, like
anything that
how
is
inconvenient is it?
It is not an inconvenience for somebody else to do the work for me. I could actually text people while I'm wiping my ass. That'd be cool.
You're right, but it's what if you're in public or you live by yourself or
again,
nobody's home?
There is so little shame that I have left anymore. Like I just screw it, man. Whatever. People remember me for that. Like they'll always tell the story at their bar, at their local bonfire, you know, at barbecues. Like, hey, I went to a public bathroom once. I saw this other dude wiping this other dude's ass. They'll remember that. It'll be burning their skull.
Yeah, what if you have a wet fart and it dries up?
Perfect. Keep going. Make them work for it.
Oh man.
Jesus.
All right, let's continue here.
We're moving on. All right, we're getting kind of toward the post log of these questions. We've got some more that are kind of just not like nothing too crazy, just something to think about for these last few.
Okay.
What is the slogan for your entire life?
Oh.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
Okay.
That's my slogan.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I find myself saying "God damn it" and "what the fuck" a lot. So
I'll say I'll be there eventually.
Think.
Oh, that's
I'll be there eventually.
That's a really good one for you.
I'll be there in 10 minutes. Maybe.
You'll be there. Morison time.
Mine is, wait, what was the question?
Yeah.
That's
a good one too.
Man, I don't know. I don't know why the first one that popped to mind was
Tell us what popped in your head first.
Wrong? What went wrong was my first answer.
Tyler, mine for you is close. So close.
So close. Why is that?
Because it seems like whenever you're having like a good week, good month, whatever, right? You do something or something happens that completely sets you down a couple of notches. Like for example, back to work and everything, you started going to your classes for college again, right? And then you blew your knee out picking up a table at work. Like
I take one step forward.
Brandy's slogan is unintelligible screams.
Yes, honestly, I'm okay with that.
I would actually like to put murder victim for Brendy, because every time his girlfriend comes to just take the mic off of him for just a second to say something to us if she's not playing with us, it sounds like she's literally stabbing him in the chest 50 times.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we hear the screams the first 2 or 3.
Like, it's just like,
you know what?
It's like, hey babe, come to the mic. Ah! And then every time.
That's how it is.
Every time.
Like, if this kid has 1 ounce
That's also
of fear
how it sounds
when
he plays Call of Duty.
Yeah, I was going to say, he has 1 ounce of fear. I will say, the last 2 nights, I've had Brendy screams, and I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
One of us.
Was it last night or the other night in COD? Like, I think we were playing like Gunfight or like Free For All or something, and somebody scared the shit out of me because I did not expect them to be there, and I did like a and I was like, oh my god, I just hit a Brendy.
My new favorite thing with Brendy is, I mean, it's been happening for a while, but I've just been noticing it more. So like, if him and Rachel May are both playing with us, right? They're playing in the same house and in a pretty, close proximity to each other, right? So if Brendy screams, you hear it twice. And it's the best. It's just, and it just echoes throughout Kingdom Come. Like, it's my new favorite
Yeah, 'cause
thing. It makes me laugh.
By the
You
way,
guys
he
play
also-
in the same room, or is it like you're like?
No, so I play in the living room and she plays in the bedroom. So it's like we're in two separate rooms.
So
Also,
Okay,
But
and
sometimes she will leave the door open just to piss me off.
I know. I always hear you say, "Close the door," and then she's like, she doesn't want to get up, and then you end up doing it, and it happens 10 times out of 10 that you close that door.
yeah.
But no, the exact
I don't
way
know,
Bobby
kind of thing.
screamed is the exact pitch, by the way, that Brendy screams at.
Yeah, me and Brady got our pitches.
Yeah.
Straight.
Hell yeah.
The new
Um,
note in music theory called the Brendy scream. Just such a precise pitch that can't be matched.
Here's the thing though, like if you were to ask me to scream like that now, I couldn't do it. I have to be in the moment.
Yeah.
Like it's not something that I can just like do willy-nilly.
It's just like
So,
it's just
when
like
you're weird.
it's just like Zach, how he can't like do this like again.
The Braves, baby.
Like he
Yeah.
can't do that
Yeah, I don't think I could hit that again.
exactly
And,
like
you know,
that
and
every
we were doing
time.
that the other day with me with his toe.
Oh,
Like I can't do that
wait,
anymore.
like, hold on, we gotta play. Yeah, like
His
The
toe.
Braves, baby.
his toe. Wait, hold on. It's like
His toe.
like I mean, again, we
I
talked
can't do
about
it
this
again.
off stream, but we were talking about that line, and Brendy was trying to get Tyler to say it again, and he can't. But what I was saying was, in his defense, it sounded like, I think a lot of the reason why that clip is so funny is because it came from a Snapchat video that I ripped, which is not the best of quality. So it just makes everything so much better for some reason.
Right. You can tell like the quality isn't the best.
Yeah.
No.
But I mean, look, the highest quality audio I have is this. I mean, it's just not even
Of
close.
course.
Yeah, that's
It is not even
so good.
It's not. It's just not even close.
I'll be honest, I forget what the original question was. Does any... What was the question?
original
What was
question?
our slogan for
Yeah, the
life?
slogan.
Yeah, what's your slogan for
I
life?
don't think.
That's right.
What's Brendy's?
So Brendy is an unintelligible screams. Mine is. Wait, what was the question?
Yeah. Mine is I'll be there in
Bobby.
10 minutes, maybe.
I feel like I like yours, Bobby, better.
Yeah.
So close. So close. That's very true.
Love you.
All right. I think we have time for one more with a good discussion.
Did you say what your slogan was, Ty?
Yeah. Well, I'm taking Bobby's. My original was what went wrong, but I'm going with so close. So close.
Close.
That's what I'm going with.
So close,
So we-
Lipsies.
Close
so
but no
close.
cigar.
We
Yeah.
have one more question. Give us the best you got left.
We already peaked to the best ones, so
That's
I hate to
all
break
right.
that to you.
Look, it's fine.
It's fine, man.
I was teeing you up.
You were teeing me up, but I didn't want to let everybody down. Okay?
Zach's too much of a realist for
You're
this
trying
show.
to tee him up in the fucking bunker.
Yeah.
All right. Last
right.
question.
All right, so choose a place in the universe you would visit. You will not die.
Wait, choose one and you won't die if you go there? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you will
What?
not die if you go there.
North
Like,
Korea.
in terms of like,
Chicago.
In the universe.
I'll say North Korea is the immediate answer because I just find that place so interesting. And if I could go there without getting killed, that'd be great. I'm not a sympathizer. Let me
Anywhere in the
make that
universe
clear.
You could go. You choose North Korea.
No, but I'm
North
saying
Korea-
that's the
North
first thing that comes
Korea
to
is
mind.
That's a good one, Bobby. I'm trying to think though.
I have a question though. Is this like a lifetime thing, or just like you said
You're just
visiting,
visiting.
right?
You're
Just
visiting.
hey man,
Okay.
hey man, you want to go to Mercury
Yeah.
real quick?
I think
Yeah,
Bobby.
once
I think Zach wants us to like pick like a planet or something.
I'd love
but,
to see.
like,
I mean-
You know, I would. I'm just saying North Korea comes to mind because it's always something I've actually like realistically thought about visiting, but probably won't because it's not a good idea at all. But I find that place just so interesting. But if I were to
I'm
pick like
sticking with
actual like
Earth.
universe, it'd probably be Saturn. I mean, I think somebody has made like mock-ups of what it would look like if Saturn is like X kilometers closer and how like we could see it. And I think it's like
it was like as close as the moon.
yeah, and it's pretty as shit. And you know how much I would love that? Like if it were that close, you could just see Saturn in its
I
truest
mean-
form every day. This shit's awesome.
I always liked and found
let me see.
like space science interesting in school, but like
Yeah.
I don't really don't learn it anymore. So I think I have a good answer, but I feel like you motherfuckers are gonna reject it because it's technically we don't know if it's a place. But I would say heaven
That's not
to
a
see
place.
to see if I have something to work for.
Hold on.
Well,
Searching
actually, I
what
wanna
it
say-
is, though.
Let him.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say let
No.
Tyler explain first before we get into that
Well,
discussion.
Well, I was gonna say because this is a little bit of a charged topic, but like, like a lot of people believe it is a place, but we ultimately don't know. But like, if I believe it's a place, does that mean it's like?
But
a
then
real
the
place?
argument
That's what I was gonna say. No,
Well, the argument
like,
becomes:
no-
is it in our universe? Because it's technically supposed to be this whole
Yeah,
other
that's true.
plane of existence
Yeah,
that we're just
I
not
would-
aware of.
let me revise my answer to known places in the universe.
Okay, all right.
Or my
I'm
question,
going.
rather.
I'm
That's a better
going with
answer.
the sun.
The sun.
All right. So
You just want to
Like,
float
I
around
just-
in there.
I do want to show. Like, look at this shit. Like, tell me this
Yeah,
wouldn't be the prettiest thing ever to look up at night.
Yeah,
I love it. I love astronomy, dude.
yeah.
shit's
I
so
did too,
interesting.
Like I said.
Go ahead, Brendy.
Well, we actually learned about it a lot in school for some reason. I'm not
Yeah.
complaining.
I took astronomy in college
Um,
too. It was fun.
So my thing with so you said universe, I wouldn't visit another planet just because like, I would just be like standing there and I'd be like, all right, planet,
Yeah,
all right,
that's
time to go.
All right,
And
planet.
like same thing with the sun. But I do like what you said with North Korea earlier.
Mhm.
What about like Antarctica?
No, I wouldn't want to visit Antarctica. There's nothing to do there.
There's literally nothing but
You
ice.
could play with the penguins.
I'm good. Anyway. So yeah, I of my like top 3, North Korea would probably be on there. Honestly, this in terms of like visiting like really historical places or like places that like would be really cool to like do some like sightseeing or something. You guys might judge me for this, but I'd really like to visit Israel.
No, I'm with you.
That has
that's a
like
good answer.
Absolutely
Yeah.
with you.
I was thinking you were actually gonna say Egypt because I want to.
Yeah,
see
Egypt is cool. The pyramids
Yeah.
are insane.
But like with Israel, it's like you get all these like historical monuments, like these churches, and
Yeah.
you got a whole like wide variety of culture there as well.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's why like
I think it would be really cool to visit there.
that's why I said North Korea, because it's like I'm always interested in how people live in other places, essentially, right? Like, I'm used to being in America, and that's all I know. I've never even left the country. So, and North Korea is literally the exact opposite, where there's this just weird, fake freedom that exists over there, but everybody is basically in shackles. It's nuts.
Yeah,
Right.
and they don't know it.
It's nuts. I've watched so many documentaries about it. I'm not at all a sympathizer. It's a disgrace what's happening over there, but it's just so interesting that this is a real life thing. Anytime this one dude walks into a room or stadium, everybody has to get up and clap. Like, and if you're not clapping loud enough, you get shot. Like that.
Yeah.
That's a reality. That is an actual
and
reality.
You remember when Kim Jong Il died?
Yeah.
And like the people were like in the streets, like basically fake
Dude.
crying.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you are at all interested in this topic, please, dear God, there is footage from the DPRK, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. They released the state footage of that funeral, and it is one of the creepiest, just over the top absurd things I've ever watched in my life. It's just weird. It's just weird. Everybody's faking it, and people are like collapsing, and these soldiers like holding everybody back. It's weird, dude. Like, go watch that shit if you're interested at all. It's just so weird. I just find that shit
but, like,
insane.
do you think that they're actually brainwashed to the point where they're like at least some of them are like actually kind of brainwashed?
They might
to
be.
believe.
I mean, they don't have access to any like mainstream like
Well,
news or video games or anything.
I was gonna
They
say-
look at the news, they're fed.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's brainwashing. It's just what they know, because they're
Yeah.
literally called the Hermit Kingdom for a reason. Like they're secluded. They're not allowed to leave. There's a special way you can get in most of the time, but like the people there, that's all they know. So they're given somewhat of a decent life for some people, and that's they think it's all due to this one guy, and they think he's God, and they think he shot a perfect game in golf, and that when he was 6 years old, he got 10 straight bullseyes with a 9mm handgun. Like they think he's God, and it's just that, but that's all they know. So it's not like brainwashing. It's not like they came from America. There are a couple people who came from America to there and sympathize. There's a weird guy. He's the ambassador of North Korea for Spain, and he is all on board with the whole idea, and he's just the weirdest dude. If you watch the documentary The Propaganda Game, you see him a lot, and he's just
Dude, that video is
dude.
nuts. Like the one of all the people crying,
Oh
it's
my,
like chilling, honestly.
Dude, it's nuts, and there's a lot of exactly that.
That was just the first one I found.
Yeah, it's insane. Like Kim Jong Il's funeral. Anytime Kim Jong Un runs to a building, I saw a video. One of the documentaries I watched had the Globetrotters go over to play a game with North Korean national team, and it was an event, man. It sold out arena. Kim Jong Un and what's the basketball player that keeps hanging around with him? Damn it, what's his name?
Rodman.
Rodman.
Yeah,
That's
sold out
Rodman.
arena. People bought tickets with the money they have.
Oh,
over
absolutely. My favorite thing I think I saw like that really just that actually made me laugh out loud was there was one documentary they talk about all the time how that you have to follow the strict tour guide, right? Like there's a tour guide with you, and they'll show you only what they want you to see, which is all the good stuff of North Korea, obviously. So all the freedom that they have, right? So this one documentary crew gets taken to a computer lab, right? So he's like, yeah, there's like all these computer labs and they look very high tech, but here's the thing. I watched one guy stare at the Google home screen for 30 minutes and like they're not doing anything. It's all about an image of what they want to show everybody outside of the world. It's just so weird, man. It's the craziest thing. To experience
really
that
bizarre.
would be just insane. I would talk about that forever, but I don't want to waste the whole podcast on that. But it's an interesting topic to me.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have thought about that as my first answer.
Yeah.
But I mean, this may be another boring answer, but something I had thought when you were talking about, like, I feel like it would be cool to like see the like the deep part of like the ocean.
Oh
like,
yeah,
the Pacific Ocean.
absolutely.
Or like,
Yeah.
Godzilla lives down there.
not like deep because I literally know
Yeah.
there's like so deep it's literally pitch fucking black. But I think that would be kind of.
I'd love to go see. There's like, I forget, it was a tragic story about this. Was it a shipwreck or something? There was like a couple Americans or whatever went on this island that contained some type of native tribe that exists there, but they are completely off grid. Like they have
I think it's all because of India or something.
Yeah, and they killed the Americans or whoever was there. I forget why they were there.
Oh, are you talking about the Sentinelese?
Is that who it is? I forget the name, honestly. This was a couple years ago, and they had to figure out how to even get on there just to claim the bodies.
It's basically a tribe of people that like they literally know nothing about the outside world.
Absolutely nothing. That they just know that one island. That's all I know, and they're obviously still using. It seemed like they were still using like bows and arrows and spears and everything
they're like
else.
Ancient, yeah, they're like a tribe.
It's
right.
I think being inside that and seeing that would be cool if they didn't kill me on sight.
It's like historical, pretty much.
It is.
It's just an entire generation of people that are 500 years behind
it's
everyone.
It's like a flashback. Like you
even
literally
further than that, maybe.
It's the closest thing you get to going backwards in time and time traveling.
They're primitive as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, dude. It's a nutty story. I remember when it happened. I forget the name of the tribe, but so I gotta assume
it's
then
the Sentinelese.
if they exist. Okay, thanks. If that exists, then there's got to be more like them, right? Somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So seeing those types of places and how they live has got to be extremely interesting.
It's funny too, because like they don't live like that far away from
Civilization.
normal civilization.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they just have no contact with the outside world unless like something comes in.
Right. Like I don't even think there's like any trade with them. Like there's nothing. There's just absolutely nothing.
Yeah, the island is only expected to have like around 100 people. Here's a picture of where exactly it is.
Yeah, send me
See India right there.
Send me a link to
and
that.
then I posted it in the podcast
Yep,
chat.
thank you.
But that small little dot right there is basically where it is.
Holy.
200 people live there.
So, okay. I'm sorry, you said how many people live there?
Like about 100 to 200.
So I'm showing it on stream now where that lives. That's just so weird. And they're not that far off. And this is India right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the most populated, civilized
The
nations.
second most populated country in the world.
Right. It's right there.
Right.
God, that's so weird, man.
I mean, I was gonna ask the question. Like, do you think like there's literally like places on Earth that are like quote unquote undiscovered, which is not. It's not like that, but like I feel like there's places in the world, like maybe something like that you really don't know that much about.
Yeah, and
Like is
yeah.
I'm specifically thinking, and I don't know if this is like fake or not, but I remember like you know how like they have like the weird Google Map locations or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like there's like this one place where it's like literally one island surrounded by nothing essentially.
Yeah.
And a house on it.
Yeah.
And it's like the hell? Like
Yeah. No,
what is that?
there. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of hidden places, even in civilization, that happen. Either if it's people with higher power that are like running away or that kind of thing. But there are definitely places and tribes that we either haven't discovered or just stay away from. Vice is good at finding those. I know Vice did one about this like cannibalistic warlord nation that exists somewhere. I forget where. It's just like, so weird.
I can't. What was that show? There was a show that was on Netflix, and I can't remember for the life of me. But it had Ricky Gervais on it, and it was like about this. He really wasn't the main guy, but it was about this guy who like traveled the world to like these like What was the show called? It
wasn't Man vs. Wild, was it?
No. It was basically like the show where Ricky Gervais was like telling this guy, he's like, okay, you're gonna go here today, and like did all of his plans for him. And it was on Netflix. It was like it used to be one of my,
I have
like,
no idea.
Show. But anyway, to get to my point, like he went to like he basically had to take like one of those those like not boat planes, but like the planes that can land in the water.
Yeah.
And like went to some place in South America with this like random tribe that like not that like that were like primal and stuff. Like it's crazy. It's weird.
There's
man. knowing what we have. Like we have this communication to go from Georgia to Georgia, and these people like they don't even know what a fucking like.
They wouldn't even know where to begin with this.
Yeah, like I was gonna say like a cell phone, but even that's too advanced. Like they don't even know what like a fucking like electric stove is.
It would have been like radio. It would have been like on any of that stuff. That's like I saw a funny tweet. Like somebody, a civilized person, obviously, said something along the lines of, "I wish there was a podcast that just went on forever." And what I forget what I'm forgetting the wording now. It's like I wish there was like a very long podcast that would just be on 24/7. This guy's like, dude, you're thinking of a radio, like a radio station, like stuff like that. Like even just a radio station, what radio can do, and like Morse code and other ways of communication would just be so like it's beyond foreign to those people. They wouldn't even know what to do with themselves.
There's over 1,400 2+ hour episodes of Joe Rogan, so
right.
Yeah. I'm sure he talks about that quite a bit, honestly. That's like one of his favorite
topics. It's going to annoy the hell out of me. I cannot think of what the show is called.
Yeah.
And it's going to bug the shit out of me.
But I would say like I guess for me to fully wrap around and answer Zach's question, it would if it's something like outside of our planet, it would be Saturn easily. If it's not that and it's somewhere on Earth, it would be something like North Korea or some other like remote tribe where just things are just so differently weird. I just find that stuff so interesting.
Sorry, I finally found what the show is called. It's called An Idiot Abroad.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I remember what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, and like they were the star of the show. His name was Carl Pilkington. Like I don't know if he was like their friend or something, but yeah, they would like literally send him to like these remote places, and that and just obviously we're completely off topic now, but I needed to, for my own sanity, I needed to find what that show was called.
Yeah.
But anyway, I feel like that's a good point to stop there for the thought of the week. There were some good ones in there. I did honestly like. I feel like my favorite question, and this is like gonna be weird though with the context of it, but I really like the first question, because.
I like it. I like how it made us all get out of our comfort zones.
Well,
that was definitely uncomfortable for me to talk
about.
Absolutely.
I just didn't expect it, so I was just like, okay, like.
I thought of that one like 30 minutes before we started, and I was like, oh my god, like this has to be the opening question.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, that's weird, man. But anyway,
how'd you feel, Zach? How'd you feel, Zach, to hosting your first podcast, essentially?
I mean, it's Tyler still kind of hosted it, but felt good, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I like being the leader of things.
Do you find yourself now higher IQ and more gathering information about your friends with any of this?
I mean, higher IQ, yeah, but that brings me from like 1 to 2.
I mean,
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Before we end the show, Zach is going to continue his, his not his hosting.
The other thing of the week I
He's
had.
gonna say exactly. His other thing of the week, track of the week.
Zach's other thing of the week.
Right.
This week's track of the week is a smooth drum and bass track out on 1985 music. It's called "Angry Waves" by Cesco.
Oop, why is that not playing? Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties, and I don't even know why.
It's worth the wait. It's worth the wait.
It's worth
The
the wait.
really cool.
It's worth the wait. Ask something else in the meantime. Let me see if I can get this
I was
working
just gonna
again.
say, I feel like Zach's actually really good at introducing like his track of the week. Like he's very good at describing what it is, and like very, he baits the listeners in to want to listen to it. I feel
It's
like.
drum and bass. I've been really into drum and bass lately because of Forza. Like that's all they play whenever you're just driving around in like free mode.
Yeah. I love Forza.
And it's just like literally the best music to listen to when you're playing that type of game.
Yeah.
Forza would be a great game for all of us to play if they had more stuff to do in multiplayer, because that game is awesome single player and it's lacking in multiplayer.
Man,
But,
I had
but
this.
no,
I
I
had this
agree with
working a
that.
second ago. Oh, I know why.
You're muted.
It's close. Hold on, I'm gonna get this working because I did actually peek at the song earlier and it's great.
Brendy's face.
Yeah, he's about to lose his damn mind. But all right,
You guys are making me lose my mind.
I'm sorry.
Right now.
But also, if you do like drum and bass, I've created a drum and bass playlist on Spotify. It's only got 23 songs right now, but I just got into it, so it'll have more hot fire added to it, if you know what I'm saying.
Man, sorry to say, I don't think we can play it, so I'm just gonna tell everybody to go check it out for themselves. I found it on YouTube.
Check it out. I'll post a link on my Twitter.
Yeah,
sorry you couldn't hear it. 'Cause
sorry
it's
about
really
that.
It's really dope.
I had this working before the show. I promised.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened there, but it's not worth holding on for all that. So I'm sorry to say. Everybody go check it out anyway. So again,
Check it out. Cesco Angry Waves on 1985 Music,
There you
aka Alex Perez's music label. So
there you go.
yeah, it's cool.
Sorry about that, everybody.
It's cool.
Mhm.
And
It's cool, man. It's cool.
It's cool. It's cool, man.
Mhm.
I felt
Jesus.
I'm not even gonna go there. Anyway, that is the show. We actually are not done for the night.
Damn right.
We're gonna do a little bit of an intermission. And I don't know how in the hell this happened, but Zach purchased NHL 20 for the single reason, at least a few weeks ago, was, well, if I'm gonna rage on this game, I want other people to see it. So that's his meaning behind it.
Watch me get angry for your entertainment.
And I'll be honest, guys, I'm gonna give an over/under of when his blood starts boiling of 25 minutes. I'm hitting the under on that.
Under.
Yeah,
That's an easy bet.
I mean,
Yeah, under.
but yeah, we're not done there. So we're gonna take a little of an intermission. Maybe
My blood started boiling when the game finished downloading. So
you're like,
Yeah.
why do I like hurting myself?
Yeah.
Maybe like, I don't know, half hour, 45-minute intermission. We'll give ourselves, and Zach has to set up his character still and stuff like that. But then we're gonna
Gotta
play.
make sure my fucking Elgato works too. That was a pain in the ass yesterday when I was trying to film something.
Yeah, true.
Hopefully that works.
We're gonna play ESHL NHL 20 clubs 66.
Where we just won our
We'll be doing that.
4th title the other day.
Yeah,
The Cats fan is just racking up the trophy case. Stocking it up real
Yeah.
good.
And we're having banner night at the arena. Not one going up, one coming down. So stay tuned for that. If you'd like to contact us, we're on Twitter and Facebook, and obviously Twitch and YouTube at Come Play Network. Yeah, and then I also want to preview next week's show. I am really taking the reins for next week's show. We're going to do another Jeopardy episode, which that was definitely a hit between us four at least. We all liked it last time, so hopefully I can live up to the expectations there. But that'll be episode 52, and we'll hopefully do that next week. Obviously, we have a lot of time on our hands now.
Yeah, we'll be at home.
Isolation.
So yeah, that is all for the show. Like I said, stick around afterwards for NHL 20.
Also, please wash your hands. Stay inside.
Stay inside.
Yeah.
Don't get people sick.
Watch
Hey,
sports highlights. Play video games.
if you're still going
do
on
not go
spring
out.
break, you're an idiot. All right, you hear me
Yeah,
loud and clear.
Fucking
You hear me?
Florida people.
Don't be an
Not
idiot.
Florida people.
Don't be an
People in
idiot.
Florida right now.
Don't be a
God
giant douche. Don't be a turd sandwich. Don't be a.
This is
Fuck
easy.
ass.
You literally just have to sit at home.
Don't be a
It's just
knucklehead.
easy.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that is our
All right.
PSA for the day.
All right. That's our thing
Thanks
on
for watching.
COVID-19.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Peace.